A warm welcome to all of you and a heartfelt namaste. I, Anuradha Sharda, would like to thank all of you for liking our content and channel. Today, we are going to talk about a beautiful house, the fifth house. But before that, if you are interested in listening to this video and to listen to any other video, please do subscribe to our Spotify channel. There we have many videos, current videos, especially the on this channel. As we move ahead, talking about the fifth house. Why is the fifth house a beautiful house? Fifth house is the house that brings us a lot of happiness. The fourth house got us contentment and security. But the fifth house is the house of happiness, gaiety, joy, loving children, and loving grandparents. It is the house where we do a lot of mantra shuddhi. It is also the house of celebrityhood. So if you worked hard and you want to see if you can be a celebrity in your own right, definitely that is the place the fifth house helps you in. Now, when we are talking about the fifth house, a few things again we should understand about houses in general. First and foremost, where is the fifth house located? In the sense, in what tattva or in what element? Yes, this is something very important for every house, but this fifth house is one where we will take into account. Then we also need to see if there are, as I have explained in one of the classical videos, where we need to understand how to judge a house, is we need to see whether there are malefics into 12, 3, 6, and 8 from this fifth house or from any other house. Again, another thing is, where is the lord of that house posited from its own house? Yes, it can be posited anywhere, and definitely that lord will give results of this house in connection with the house it is posited, and that is one of the major features of this video. Also, we need to see where the karaka is posited. For the fifth house, the karaka is Jupiter. If Jupiter is well posited, there is definite, we definitely will be able to get a lot of happiness from those areas of our life which the fifth house, for instance, children, grandparents, your need to be happy, and your ability to be happy under all circumstances, all those things will be very well established for you. So we do have a video explicitly stating these points about different houses in our video session in a playlist, so please do take a look there. So let's go on ahead and let's take up the tattvas for now. The tattvas, or the elements. What are the elements? The four elements: fire, water, fire, earth, air, and water. So if this 159 is a Dharm Trikon, and it will definitely fall under the same elements category. So if the element is fire, that means your own Lagna is in a fire element. And until and unless the fifth house is not the fifth lord, or the fifth house is under not a lot of malefic influence, such a person would not like to speak what is not correct, or what is unduly would not go into telling lies at this juncture in life. Or in the Kali Yuga, all of us do tell lies, but being a blatant liar through and through is something that the fire elements are not very capable of, or rather comfortable with. These people will have a very futuristic view about things. Their grandparents could be very futuristic, or could have a strong foresight. Rather, they could have a vision about things in life, and that could be very, very correct or very strong in their own ways. And your children could have a lot of futuristic abilities, or rather, they could be having their own way to look at life in a very different manner, and that could hold a lot of what they want to become in future more than what they are as of now, and they could be depending on that more rather than living in the now. Again, it could be your intelligence could show a lot of traits or adapt to things that would be coming in future. So you would be much more gadget oriented kind of a person. For a person now, you could be a person who's willing to learn to do things so that it helps you in future. Again, your practicality would also be associated with thinking about how to grasp things quickly. And it could also mean that you are much more transformative in nature. Then if we're talking about the fifth house falling in the earth signs, it's definitely a very practical person, a person who's doing things with something, with a purpose to do, and to get a lot of returns. So your grandparents could be very money oriented, or could be really wealthy. Your children could be doing things with the orientation of being studying with the intent to earn real good money. When the earth sign is in the fifth house, such a person is very practical, very steady, very understanding as to how to do crisis management. And your education could also lead you to be a good crisis manager. Again, if you want to be more expansive on videos on tattvas, please do check out my video on the tarot elements, because that gives a lot of insight into the tattvas. Here we would be going ahead into the sign. If your fifth house is in an airy sign, in that case you're highly intelligent, and your power of doing things or understanding things is very good if it is not under malefic effects. Also, your children can be very fast, very swift. Your grandparents could be good orators and can be known in the society to know how to dispense with good advice to others, and that is how they could be getting a place in society. And finally, when we walk on to the water elements, they have good retention power, they have good memory, they could be working, or they could be talking from a place of experience. And these people would be more into how to nurture their children into good human beings, or to do good in life, in terms of giving them good set of values rather than having a very futuristic view about them. You could have a very emotional nature towards the people you connect with, and you could be writing good things, but you could be writing from a place of emotion rather than from a place of intellect. So these are the things that the elements of the fifth house is capable of telling us, because we need to understand the elements and further on associate it with the fifth house, because these are the very same elements which form an integral part of your lagna, so that also define you as a person. So let us move on to the journey of fifth lord in different houses. When the fifth lord is sitting in the lagna, it's a very beautiful thing, because there's a connect between the one and the five. And so this brings you a lot of protection. Fifth lord is also about your mantra shakti. The mantras that you do give you a lot of protection. So this fifth house is capable of giving you a lot of protection in life. And it also makes you very intelligent, it makes you driven towards your future, because the fifth house is futuristic and the ninth house has a past connected to it. So it also drives you towards your future, your children. It also makes you a person always on your toes, giving you the ability to think and have a vision towards things, and become a visionary, do things with the future in mind. It also gives you the ability to be sensitive or connected to the public, because the fifth house puts you on a pedestal. To be put on a pedestal, you need to know and have a way of connecting with people. It gives you enough knowledge, because the fifth house is the intellect, so it gives you enough practical knowledge to be able to connect with everybody. Now the fifth lord in the second house. Fifth house is knowledge, fifth house is writing ability, publishing, fifth house is oratorship, fifth house is the house of luck, and the second house is the house of money. So these are the areas from which you can actually derive money. Or fifth house is family. So these are the areas your family can find themselves excelling in and getting a lot of money out of these areas. The fifth house is talking about children, and the second house is also about family. So this, your children could be totally driven by knowledge. Your children and you could be driven by a public platform. You could be good writers and you can earn good money from that area of life. The second house is knowledge, and the fifth house is intellect. So whatever you study grows on to give you good money and finance, and you have the ability to put it into practical use. The third house is having the courage. The third house is creativity and imaginative power. The third house is directing your mind towards good things in life. And the third house is the house of your siblings. And the third house is also, and the first and the fifth house is your second sibling, or the one who comes after the the one just born after you. So, and the fifth house is also with writing, it is also with oratorship, it is also with your something that gives you joy. So your creativity could be your source of joy. Your children's income could be your source of joy. Your mother's travelings could be a source, something that can bring you a lot of joy. Your father's rising up on a status, again, could get you a lot of happiness. Your ability to teach people could bring you a lot of happiness in life. All these things are we capable of getting when we have the fifth lord posited in the third house, provided there are also benefic aspects. If there are malefic aspects, there will definitely be intrusions into achieving those things in life. And if you've achieved them, the level of happiness may not be very high. Again, when we have the fifth lord in the 12th house, in that case, your children may travel abroad and may not be very close to you all the time once they have grown up and they have flown the nest. So your children may be living far away from you. Your mother could be inheriting a lot of wealth from her family. Your mother could also be very learned but not be able to earn that kind of money because of inability to work due to certain reasons. It could also not be very well for your father's health point of view. The lord in the fourth house could mean that you could be going abroad to teach. Also, you could be traveling abroad to teach, because fifth house is the house of teaching, talking. And when the lord is in the 12th from itself, it is from that source that you're able to get that security, that money, that contentment of going abroad and teaching. Abroad could mean any place which is far away from your place of birth or your place of location. Then when the fifth lord in the fifth house, that's a good place, because that is in the avasthas, which incidentally is also we have worked on and made a video on it, and will continue to make further videos on. So if you want to talk about know more about avasthas, do watch that video also. So when it's the fifth lord in the fifth house, the planet is very happy. You are in your own home, you're comfortable, and you are the king, no matter who the person is. So in such a case, the fifth lord being in its own house will definitely cement and grow those things. Because as per Faldipika, we need to check where the Lord is placed. So if the Lord is placed in its own house, it brings about a lot of growth. So you are very dedicated to your grandparents, to your children. You are very dedicated to the family traditions. The way the mantras are done are very important for you. It's also very important for you to be knowledgeable and to see where you can put that knowledge into a practical use. Your ability to just see something and react to it in a positive manner, like a crisis manager, is very, very strong, especially if it is in an airy sign or a fire sign. Then And if it is in a, if it happens to be, as we talked about signs earlier, if it happens to be in a earthy sign, in such a case, it can be the one to get you a lot of money. So when we move to the fifth lord in the sixth house, competitive exams. Fifth house is competitive exams. Sixth house is the result of competitive exams. That's the keyword. You can definitely win or definitely get good results in the sixth house. So if somebody has Jupiter in the sixth house, such people make good debaters. Such people have the ability to win over competitive exams, because Jupiter is knowledge. It is the Karaka of the fifth house. When it's sitting in the sixth house, it fructifies the sixth house and gives you an ability to get good results in the competitive exams. Now, when the same Karaka is in the seventh house, that is when the fifth lord is in the seventh house, okay, then in such a case, but before that, okay, let me and a little more. When the fifth lord is in the sixth house, when the fifth lord is in the sixth house, a person will always find a way to overcome their difficulties, will find a way to bypass court cases or win over court cases, would also be generous and will have an attitude of service. When the fifth lord is in the seventh house, then there are chances that you may have a love marriage, and you may have a loving marriage till the first child is born. This is a very peculiar but more or less a very definite dictum which says that when the fifth lord is in the seventh house or the seventh lord is in the fifth house, a person gets married, loving marriage, till the time the first child is born, and then a lot of problems start coming in. So that is one dictum we all need to understand. Again, uh, fifth lord in the seventh house can give you partners with whom you intellectually match, and fifth lord in the seventh house can give your partners a futuristic vision also, when I'm talking about professional level. You will be on a very strong administrative level when you have the fifth lord in the seventh house, because in such a case, fifth house is administration and the seventh house is on a public platform, or you could be publishing books on a public platform. You could be a professional writer. You could be a professional publisher. You could move on to a professional field on these levels also. When the fifth lord is in the eighth house, research becomes an integral part of your life. Your children's happiness is very important to you. You can be led by example by your mother's attitude towards religion. You could be having your own set of differences with your father, especially on fundamental grounds, and yet there's a strong connect between the two of you. When your fifth lord is in the eighth house, it is very important to do a lot of uh, mantra jap, or do a lot of show a lot of devotion towards your ishta devata, which you can definitely find out from Gemini methods. So when you do that for your ishta devata, your eighth house grows in a very positive manner. Changes that happen in your life can be absorbed within the system, within your system, by your system, and that transformation will not be that very painful a process that the eighth house always brings, because the eighth house brings about a lot of realizations which can only happen through painful processes, or rather you would be able to sail through those painful processes. Now let's go to the fifth lord being in the ninth house. When the fifth lord is in the ninth house, again a very beautiful connect, because it's connecting your intelligence, leading you to the higher knowledge and of the same tattva or the element. 159, I repeat, are of the same element. It's just that small transition is required, because it could happen from a movable sign to a fixed sign, or from a fixed sign to a dual sign, or a dual sign to a movable sign. In such cases, we need to understand that this fifth house will definitely bring about a strong change in your outlook, on the same level. In fact, you're moving up one platform higher to what you have come with. And here you have a very strong logical thought process. When we associate this logical thought process with the different tattvas, uh, the fire sign can give us a very futuristic logical thought process where you can see you have the divinity association with everything. When it's the earthy tattva, in such a case, the association is very practical. You're thinking about future practically, and you come from your past experiences also, because you there's a fifth house connecting to the ninth house. Teaching can be a source of income for you when the fifth lord is in the ninth house, because ninth house is a house of guru. And your father could be very well off, or could come from a very high moral place, because it's the association of the fifth house, the house of characteristics, to the ninth house. And it could also mean that you would definitely be working on very strong religious patterns when the fifth lord is in the 10th house. When the fifth lord is in the 10th house, in such a case, this person would be seeing frequent changes in their jobs. Why so? Because from the fifth house, if we count till the 10th house, it is 6 houses away. So there will be sudden obstructions in your job, or your hobbies could be so vast, because the fifth house is also the house of hobbies, that you could forever be trying to fit in with your job and not be very successful about it. And it could also mean that you could maybe not be having too much of time for your love life, because you are too dedicated to your work, or you could find love life at your workplace. Because the fifth house is also the house of love and affairs, it could also mean that your children are very hardworking, or your grandparents come from a very valuable, from a stock, who had to work their way up in life, and they were very prosaic and practical about things, candid to the point. When we see the fifth lord in the 11th house, you could be pampering your children's spouse a lot. You, because the seventh fifth house is your child, the seventh from it is the 11th house, which is your children's spouse. So you could be pampering those children more than your own children, or you could be treating your children's spouse like your own children. It is also uh, your spouse's comfort zone or intellect. So it could be that your spouse could be could your spouse's money or way of gaining could be related to your children, wherein they could be or could be related to research. It could be related to, because the 11th house is also about research. So, and that's their fifth house, so it could also mean that they could be earning a lot through research, they could be earning lot through careful observation of the share markets, because the fifth house of the is also share markets, it's also short term money. They would be good at making short term money. When the fifth lord is in the 11th house, in such a case, you will grow and prosper in big organizations, and you will get your name and fame, obviously depending on the deshkal patra, in big organizations. When we talk about the fifth lord in the in the 11th house, in such a case, I would always recommend people to study deep those short term markets that you want to explore. And when you've studied enough, then when you invest, you would get a good return, because the 11th house is also the house of research, it is the house of invention. And when it is connected to the fifth house, your intellect will definitely guide you to a regular income from such inventions. So it will give you good money also. Now let us talk about the fifth lord in the sixth house. When I'm talking about the fifth lord in the sixth house, a good place again, as I would say, because this fifth lord, your ability to do the mantra shakti is being accepted, is being seen, and is been transferred to a place beyond where you are. Again, fifth house is charity. Eighth house is the house where you give charity without telling others. And the 12th house is the house where your charity is accepted. So, if there's a connect with the fifth house and the 12th house, your charities would be accepted not just by people here, they are an accepted part of karma. So, sometimes we say if the fifth lord has gone in the 12th house, it's a waste. It's not a waste. You are able to give donations freely without being hampered by such things. It is also a place where your celebrityhood reaches quite a big stature. On the negative side or the flip side, there can be an abusive relationship with the fifth lord in the 12th house. So that is a place where you have to be a little careful. Let's take up a few examples and see how it pans out for those examples for those people with the fifth lord in various houses. When we take the case of Larry King, in the case of Larry King, the fifth Lord Mars is in the Lagna, and we know his oratorship, his ability to talk through to everyone and everybody, one and all, is the one that got him a name, fame, not to forget that money and position and the strength in society. For Carl Lewis, we have, and again, let's see the element as I talked about. The element is fire, it's futuristic. He was the one who established such a talk show on television, and his talk show ran and ran and ran. So we can see the futuristic approach with the fire element coming up. We will also take up the nakshatras at one point. When we see the chart of Carl Lewis, again, his fifth lord is in the second house, and he made a great impression with his celebrityhood and making great deal of money. With Louis Vuitton, fifth lord being in the third house. Well, for all the ladies out there who love Louis Vuitton purses, we all know what his creativity created for him: celebrityhood and lots of money for him, and it gave others joy in using his products. So we see how beautiful it has worked in his chart. When we move on to Pollock Kahiro, his fifth lord is in, again, the fourth house, and it's again in a fiery sign. Again, fourth house is masses, fourth house is knowledge. His intelligence created so much for him to connect with the masses, because the fourth house is the public as such. His writings, the fifth house, gave him a way to connect with people, because here it becomes all the more stronger because it is with the Lagna Lord and it is also with the fourth Lord. And it's the fire sign again. So the books that he has written talks so much about inner self. Fifth house is gut instincts. The fifth house is understanding of elements beyond what can be seen, and that is something that we find so truly in his books. Oscar Wilde, fifth lord in the fifth house. Nothing more can be said except an extremely well known person of his times and after his life. Also left behind a legacy in his writings, in his poems, and in his books. The portrait of Dorian Gray is something that will etched, we can never ever be, once you've read it, you can never ever remove it. It's about longevity, it's about beauty. Fifth house is also beauty. So you can see the connect with Jupiter being the fifth lord, and in the fifth house, it so beautifully connects with Oscar Wilde's chart. Mata Hari, fifth lord in the sixth house. When we are talking about competition, sixth house is also espionage. It is also about spies. And the fifth lord, Mercury, goes in the sixth house, and this Mercury is in its own nakshatra of Aslesha. So beautifully, we can see it working in his chart, where the poison delivered is all kept hidden and quiet. So, Mercury as the fifth lord is having beauty, grace, a persona, a public persona. It's the fifth house, let's not forget, is also about the social media. in today's day and time. In those days, it was about acting, it was about this screens and everything, and she had a persona, a magnetism that could help her be a spy to a great extent. She would enamor people to her beauty that people forgot everything else. When we talk about the fifth lord in the seventh house, when we talk about fifth lord in the seventh house, uh, so let's see, this is a very beautiful state. As I told you earlier, that here you can see that your writing can give you a public platform, your association with children can give you a public platform. If you read Miss Alcott's book on Little Woman, you would understand how it connects her to people. And this book, her writing, her publishing, gave her a platform to associate with people very, very openly. In fact, she was one of the first few writers to be able to write under her own name as a lady, which people did not have the ability to do earlier on. Marlene Monroe, fifth lord in the eighth house. So much to do with sexuality, so much to do with mother, so much to do with mother's health, so much to do with espionage, hiding things, so much to do with having an intellectual ability which was not accepted. Happenings in life that were so predestined, yet she lived on with it. A.R. Rahman's chart, where we find, sorry, Albert Einstein's chart, where we find that the fifth lord is in the 10th house and exalted, for that matter, in another nakshatra of Mercury, Pisces, gave him the ability to direct people, gave him luck in his profession, gave him a safeguard in his profession, gave him a skill of helping people, of guiding people, and yet coming out to be a virtuous and a victorious person. He was one of the reasons that America was able to make their nuclear weapons and claim its victory in the World War II. It also put him on the epitome of his career. Talking about fifth lord in the 11th house, with the 11th lord, we see for Al Pacino, Venus and Mercury together in the 11th house. Venus and Mars. This Mars is also in the Rohini nakshatra, the nakshatra of growth, the nakshatra that will take one further and further. And being in the Upache house, the 11th house is a Upache house. So, being in an Upache house, we see that Al Pacino just grew and grew and grew in his stature, his celebrityhood, even till this date. His movies are always looked upon as something of a wonder or something good coming out of them. Definitely, people wait for him to be his screen presence. So that is thing we find a steady growth. Not to forget that it's also with Venus in its own house. Finally, last but not the least, the fifth lord in the 12th house, Versace, the person who gained a lot of success as a designer, who established new norms in the fashion industry, which then became the new normal. We see his designs, his creativity, his ability to reign the fashion industry all comes from the fifth lord being posited in the 12th house. So this position, as we all fear, can not get us more luck, can get us a lot of problems, is also not true. Depending on what is the sign, depending on what is the planet, a lot of things change, a lot of things differ. So do write into us how you found this video. Do let us know your comments and your suggestions for anything more that you want to watch, and please hit the bell icon for fresh updates. Don't forget to like, share and comment on the videos, and please subscribe to our channel.